Hey, welcome back to part 3 of our Flutter unit test tutorial series. In this part, we're going to talk about dependency injection and mocking using mocktail. Basically, we'll take a look at a simple but easy to understand example of how professional tests look like in real projects, okay? First of all, what we need to do, we come to this currency converter. If you haven't watched the first 2 parts of the tutorial, I highly recommend you watching that because that would be easier for you to follow along with me, okay? If you are okay with it, you can follow from this part as well. So here we have currency converter. And the problem with it here is we have exchange rate, which is hard-coded inside our converter class. We don't want that in real projects. What we want some kind of API service, and that API service should provide data for our currency converter. We can use that API service to show the actual data on our application, if that is like a real project, and also in our unit tests to mock our data, okay? Let's actually create that API service. We name that currency API service, and this API service will have only one method which provides us with the latest rate, and this is only for the purpose of our tutorial. So let's say double, and we can say get latest rate. And we can just return this. We can copy it and return this value. If this was a real project, you would actually use probably an HTTP package and fetch the real data from bank's API, okay? For our tutorial purpose, this would just suffice, okay? Right now we have our currency API service set up. Now let's inject this API service inside our currency converter, okay? We'll get rid of this because we don't need it. We are going to use our currency API service. So first of all, let's create our API, currency API service. We'll just call it API, and we'll inject this API in our constructor, okay? Currency converter. Can say require it this dot API. Okay, we have API which is injected in our constructor, and right now we can use this API to get the latest rate here. Okay, so once that USD is passed, we'll come here. We'll check if that is not less than 0. If that's the case, we'll grab our, let's say, final rate equal to our API dot get latest rate, okay? And this will be rate, just like this, okay? So we have that. What's the issue? If we hover over it, it says empty constructor bodies should be written using that. We have here semicolon that needs to be added. All right, now our API service is ready and currency converter ready, in which we are injecting our API. Now we can use this currency converter and we can inject API service right inside it from our app to show the real data, and also for our unit tests, and we can inject our mock API to get the result we want. Now let's create our mock API service. To mock our data, we have a few packages that are used by professionals in professional projects. Examples could be mocktail and mocktail. In our case, we're going to use mocktail. So first of all, we need to install that package as a dev dependency. We use our command line to install it. Flutter pub add, let's pass that dev argument, and we specify the name of the package. Let's run the command, and once we run it, it should install that inside of a pub spec YAML Let's see it. And if we scroll down, we have this dev dependencies, and right here we have this mocktail package listed in our pubspec YAML file. Now let's go to our currency converter test file. Because our project is not that big, we can write all of our code inside this test file. Okay, this is just for the purpose of our tutorial. First of all, let's create our mock API service class, mock currency, let's say API service. We want this class to have certain features so that we can use in our unit test. So in this case, that package we installed, which is mocktail, comes into play. We extend a specific class inside that mocktail package, which is mock. Okay, as you can see, this mock path has been added inside our file. Now, because our currency converter only accepts currency API service, we need to make our mock currency API service to have the same shape as this currency API service. Okay, so for that we can use implement feature, implements, and we can say currency API service. And for the body, we can just leave it empty. Let's close the sidebar here. Let's close our terminal as well. We save it. As you can see, now we have mock currency API service, which extends mock coming from mocktail package, and we are implementing currency API service to have the same shape of this class, so that we can pass that mock currency API service into our currency converter. All right, now let's get rid of all of the old code from our previous part. Okay, let's remove all of them. Now we create our test method. So here we provide description. So we can say should provide data, not data, but rate from let's say mock API. Okay, for the body, we write all of our code inside here. So first of all, let's create an instance of our mock API. So we just say mock API. Let's get initialize our mock currency API right here. And now we need to grab our converter. And for our converter, we can say currency converter. Now we need to provide API. So we can just grab it and pass this mock API. As you can see, even though this mock currency API is a different class, we can pass it into our currency converter despite this currency converter requiring currency API service, because we are using implements feature. Here is the magic part. There's a concept called stubbing. Stubbing means defining a fake behavior. Okay, so fake behavior. Let me write a line of code and I'll explain it better, I think, because that would be much easier to understand. So we have this one function, and inside here we grab our mock API, and then we call that get latest rate method. When we do that, we then return we have 12,500 set already, let's say 13,000. Okay, we return this value. We have this code, this line of code. Here we have this when function. What it does is it inserts or it stubs a behavior in our mock currency API service. It kind of changes how this behaves so that we can easily test different edge cases. Here we have this mock API service, and whenever we call this get latest rate, we just ignore the logic or the result that coming from this one. We just ignore this method at all, and we instead return the value we provided here. Okay, whenever someone calls this method, it just ignores it, and then this returns the value we provided, which is 13,000 here. Okay, why do we do it like this? The reason is because if we take a look at our real currency API service, we imagine it that this is an actual logic, like it communicates this, our get latest rate communicates with bank's API and returns the actual real latest rate, right? We just imagine it like that. If that's the case, we cannot determine, or we cannot like decide what kind of response comes from the API, right? Which means we cannot test different edge cases fast. So what we want to do, we want to create, or we want to simulate API response, different API responses, so that we can test any kind of edge cases possible as fast as possible. Okay, that's why we are here creating that environment. We are simulating API response in this line. I hope that makes sense. All right, now what we can do, we can create our result variable and assign that, grab our converter and call our USD to Uzbek sum method, and we can say we can pass $2, and here we call our expect method, and for the actual we pass our result, which is coming from this method, and for the matcher, so 13,000 multiplied by 2 should be 26,000. Okay, that should be the result, and let's save it. Let's open our terminal and let's run our test to see if that works. Flutter test. Let's run and let's wait. Okay, so I can see that it kind of resolved some dependencies. That's why we have these messages, and you can see all tests passed at the end. +1 means, which is green, that is success. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So let's actually clear our terminal and let's run our code one more time. Oops. Flutter test. Let's pass that argument, expand it, and let's run it. Okay, it's resolving the dependencies again. Let's wait a bit, and then you can see we have should provide rate from mock API. All tests passed. There is one more thing we can do at the end of our expect function. Here, we can actually verify that this USD to Uzbek sum method is called. We can do verify. So, and inside here, we can say, we can grab our mock API and get latest rate. And what we can do here, called, there is a called method. We can call upon that, and we can pass 1 here. What it does is it verifies that if this get latest rate method is called once. Okay, save it and clear it. Let's run our Flutter test again. Let's wait a bit. All right, all tests passed. You can see there is no error at all. What if we pass here 2? And let's do that, and let's run our test again. Let's clear. Let's run the test one more time, and let's see if we have any issue or an error comes up. All right, as you can see, we have here some tests failed. The reason is because we are passing 2 here for this. Like, we are checking whether this get latest method is called twice, but we only called this method only once here, right? So if we change it to, if we change it to 1 again and save it, clear, and run our test, it should pass successfully without any issue. So I hope by this you understand how this called method works in this just verify function, right? So you can see everything is working just fine. This called method like counts how many times this get latest rate method is called, and then it matches that count with the count you pass over here.